This is the AI News Flash for February 25th, 10 p.m. UTC. First up, NVIDIA has reported record fourth quarter revenue of $68.1 billion, up 73% year over year, beating Wall Street estimates of $66.2 billion. Earnings per share came in at $1.62, above the $1.53 forecast. The data center segment drove the results with revenue of $62.3 billion, up over 75%. The real headline is the forward guidance. NVIDIA expects first quarter revenue of $78 billion, well above the $72.6 billion analyst consensus. Notably, this guidance excludes any data center compute revenue from China. Shares rose 3.5% in after-hours trading, marking the company's 13th consecutive earnings beat. Next, Salesforce posted record fourth quarter revenue of $11.2 billion, up 12% year over year, with earnings of $3.81 per share, well above the $3.04 estimate. The company's AI agent product, Agentforce, closed over 22,000 deals in the quarter, pushing combined Agentforce and Data Cloud annual recurring revenue to $1.8 billion, up from $1.4 billion just 3 months ago.
However, fiscal 2027 revenue guidance of $45.8 to $46.2 billion, representing 10 to 11% growth, fell short of market expectations.
Shares declined after hours as investors weighed strong AI adoption against the moderate growth outlook, reigniting the SaaS apocalypse debate. Third, Snowflake reported fourth quarter revenue of $1.28 billion, up 30% year over year. Beating estimates, earnings per share of 34 cents also topped the 27-cent forecast. Remaining performance obligations reached $9.77 billion, up 42%, signaling strong future demand. The company now has 733 customers generating over $1 million in annual product revenue. Despite the solid numbers, shares initially spiked to $180 before reversing course and falling nearly 4% after hours, reflecting the cautious sentiment across the software sector. And finally, the standoff between Anthropic and the Pentagon reaches its critical moment today. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth set a Friday 5:01 p.m. deadline for Anthropic to loosen restrictions on military use of its AI models. Anthropic has refused to back down, maintaining its red lines against autonomous weapons and mass surveillance of Americans. If the deadline passes without agreement, Hegseth has threatened to invoke the Defense Production Act and designate Anthropic as a supply chain risk, effectively forcing compliance. The confrontation represents the sharpest collision yet between AI safety principles and national security demands. That's all for this AI News Flash.